Well, hi everyone, and now I'm with Bill Braun. How you doing, Bill? Glad to have you aboard. And Austin Ford.
Good to see you, Tony.
Look at Austin Ford's got that rakish look on his hat.
Kind of rumpled.
Yeah, that's cool. All right. That's great. And then he has a shirt. You guys have uniforms now.
Oh, yeah, well, he does.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Is he the supply guy?
Yeah, well, he supplies a lot of things.
Okay. Well, everybody loves the sawmill. I think that it's one of the greatest exhibits. It's physical, it's big, it's like operational, it's noisy, everything.
Right.
It's everything you could hope for in an exhibit, I think. And also, the mine exhibit is just impressive as well.
We'll be crushing rock again this year.
Crushing rock and everything else. Well, listen, you've got an education program down there. Tell us about that.
Well, 3 years ago, we started a program at Amador High School in Sutter Creek. We started teaching in the ag program there as volunteers. We teach the students, a select number, how to restore machinery. And this coming school year, we'll also be teaching them metal turning. We restored a Logan lathe, and we moved it into the ag shop, the old auto shop part, and we're going to be teaching the students there how to turn metals and the technology behind that. And we have a second lathe that will probably be going in first part of next year, so we'll expand that program too.
Well, that's really good. Now, is that an accredited class for anything?
Well, it's part of the ag program.
Okay, all right.
There.
Yeah, actually, Tom, what happened there? This thing started as a roaring, chugging, puffin, living history exhibit.
Right.
And I think Bill always had in the back of his head, how do we leverage this into a broader experience for the county and all of that? And the education idea came along. And we actually talked with Elizabeth Chapin-Pinotti, who I happened to run into at Starbucks 3 days ago. But she introduced us to certain teachers over there. She mentioned several different grades where this kind of education would be helpful, for this kind of piece of curriculum. And now it's coming to pass. So it's not a course, but it fits into other courses. So
right, and it's hands-on and everything.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So
kids are building.
They love doing that
it's
stuff.
It's not theoretical.
Right?
The kids are actually taking something and creating something from a machinery that's been donated, but it's all worn out or it's very rusty. It's not serviceable, and they restore it to full use, and then they take it to the fair and present it. We have a display there by our antique machine shop trailer of the kids' project there, and they're very proud of it.
Okay, well, I can see how they would be.
Yeah.
And how about at the mine exhibit? There's some new displays going on there.
Well, the mine exhibit, again, will be operating like it did last year with the antique gas engines. We have a contingent that comes up every year from Southern California and brings their engines up there and operates that. And so we'll be crushing rock, and there'll be a table there, classification, and we're always hoping to find some gold.
Okay.
Still hoping.
You bring ore in?
Yeah, we bring in small gravel. It makes it easier to work. We don't bring in a
Maybe we want to make a deal with Roaring Camp or something, get some of their ore.
No, Roaring Camp's way ahead of us on that.
We're looking for some gold. Okay, so and that's really something too, because I think they put the ore down below and somebody actually puts it in the bucket down in the shaft. Right, in the mine.
Well, yeah. They simulate it.
I don't know if everybody gets to see the part that I get to see, when I get behind the barriers and that and go on in there, and that's fun.
Yeah, we load the skip up, the skivet buck, and bring it up and tipple it into the hopper, and then that goes into the jaw crusher, and then that goes over to the stamp mill.
Yeah.
And then it goes out, the slurry goes out on the classification table, so that people get to see the full system, how it was done, with the antique machinery.
Right, and for any kids that are interested, you could have got a job doing that a long time ago.
Yeah, well, the kids get to play. The kids get to play with the pans, and play in the water. And
right.
Tom, you mentioned a good point, though. Authenticity is 100% here. That's a complete goal of everything.
That's what's so good, because you really get a tie to your past again, and then the engineering, and you know, when you see this stuff, sometimes to me I go like, you know, could anybody make some of the things that people used to make and do?
Well, the mill, you know, the sawmill, that was dug up out of the dirt down off of Brockman Mill Road. That was a working sawmill long time ago. And Roland Metzen and Dick Cooper actually uncovered it and brought it to the fairgrounds and, you know, dusted it off and cleaned it up, oiled it, you know, and the blade was turning. And then that was around 1970.
It was actually a little bit more than that, but yeah.
Well, you know, this is city boy's perspective. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But then they had an old Chrysler Hemi engine that drove it, believe it or not. But Bill came on the scene, and what you're looking at on the screen right now, that's the old Corliss Nordberg steam engine from 1904. But that was driven originally with Bill's 1906 Case steam tractor, which was really a belch and puffing deal. And then it's moved on with the addition of the boiler that was part of a pile driving rig.
Right, and that's you know, and we get a kick out of that too, because that's a crew in itself that runs that boiler, and I've met that guy. So
yeah, they're young and energetic, and
they can take the heat.
They can take the heat. That's it.
So you know, if you want to know it's hot, that's probably the hottest position at the fair at the time. Okay, we've got about 2 more minutes to go, and the other equipment that's down there. What do you have?
Well, we'll have the steam donkey again this year down there. It'll be parked right near the antique machine shop trailer, and that'll be steamed up and turning over. And the guys will be talking to the public there as they come by. And
and for people that you know, don't like the heat of the day, you have stuff going on in the later evening.
Yes, Friday evening at 8 p.m., Saturday evening 8 p.m. We start the mill up and we run for about 45 minutes to an hour. The people. A lot of people come there only in the evenings, okay?
Right.
And a number of years back, we had somebody says, "Oh, I never seen this mill operate because I only come here in the evenings." So we decided at that time to have 2 shows at every fair, year after year, that would bring the people that only come in the evening could see it operate.
Okay.
Tom would mention also, if you want to come before the show times, 11 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon, and 8 at night, we'll conduct some personal tours. Actually, this year it is a response. We started a little docent program a couple of years ago, and we'll walk them through the engine room and all that kind of stuff, and get up close and personal.
Yeah.
Happy to have people come by.
That's really good, and that you have that, and I've always found the people more than willing to talk to you about it, because they all the volunteers love doing that and sharing